All right, this is a check of the play-by-play. Mic test 1 2 3 5 4 3 2 1. Mic test 1 2 3 4. Mic test 1 2 3.
This territory is the ancestral and traditional homeland of many diverse indigenous communities, including the various nations of the Dene, the Nakota Sioux, the Nishiawa, the Tuskegee, and the Métis Nation Region 4. We also welcome the many Inuit who now call our community their southern home.
Would you like to recognize that the lost on our website, we are looking out today was once the main run for many indigenous people on Saskatchewan River. The creator for this is Kanahai, the gathering place. We pay our respects to our indigenous ancestral nations down in our current west here.
We honor these local indigenous communities, still have meaningful relationships and stories of how the land that we will continue in the future. Our appreciation and love of the elders and community members who are working hard to preserve Indian ceremonies, language, and teachings for the advancement of our community, but commit to engaging in reconciliation and empowering indigenous communities.
Thank you.
Welcome everybody to another beautiful night in the beautiful Edmonton River Valley for a beautiful Riverhawks game. My name is Greg Leal, high above you in this broadcast booth, along with DJ Telebos, and tonight is Barbie night on a Tuesday, aka Christmas. Yeah, a lot of people get Barbies for Christmas. Exactly. You know, I thought Taylor Swift was Christmas. You know what I stand corrected. It's Christmas today. Yeah, this is it all. Happy holiday. This is going to be great. We got a 3-game series kicking off here with the Port and the Lefties. But before we do, pretty much there's more people on the field than in the stand, but that's okay. We've got two wonderful first pitches, and to start things off, we want to bring in our on-field host, Donovan Workin. We've got some very special guests with you, Donovan.
Hello, everybody. I sure do. Not only is it Barbie night, but it is also Billet Appreciation Night. I don't know if anybody knows this or thought about it, but each one of our players, while they're staying here in Edmonton to play for you in the Riverhawks, thinks there's a volunteer family that takes them in and feeds them and takes care of them. And tonight we're going to honor all these Billet families with a special little presentation.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to get the players out, and they're going to give their families that they've been staying with some flowers for the mom.
Maybe some cookies.
Yeah, cookies for the kids and a team autograph ball. And I want to thank Doug and Lori Noel for the cookies as well. So.
We want to thank Lori and Doug and Noel for organizing the whole Billet program. So I'm a big hand for Lori and Doug and Noel, everybody.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get our first player out. KJ Ward. Yeah, he's going to say thank you to Dana and Neil Coates. KJ, there you go. Look at that. He's going to throw those flowers gently with an autograph baseball at 96 miles an hour. Oh yeah, he needs to stand back. So. All right, next we have Jake Bolt, who is injured. So we actually have the head coach, Jake Lafferty. He's going to come out and give a little presentation to April and Clark. Ryan Hallen. Yeah, you can feel free to applaud to come out. It gets weird. Yeah, absolutely.
These families volunteer, and they really make this organization a lot more fun to work with.
They do. Now, Down Harrison, who's headed home, we've got Ronnie Harris going to make a presentation with Andy Baldry. There you go. Yeah, thank you. And Jack Wheatley is going to say thank you to Diane and Matt Wheatley. Brendan Lepke says thank you to Leah and Ryan Gray. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Nico Libet and Christian Reno say thank you to Donna King and David Pelt. David Pouch. Scotty Chang thanking Vanessa Henninger and James Gary. Scott brought some cupcakes to the little team party the other day too, so I wonder if it was his billets or Scott. I gotta get that recipe from you, Scott. Anyway, Graham Seltzer says thank you to Erin Isbell and Brad Marshall. Erin can't be here. She's doing something reading the 6 o'clock news for CTV, so it seems like a bad excuse, but she can't be here as well. So, but there you go. How about a big round of applause Also, we're down at Jackson Miller. We're ready to go as well. Here we go. They're standing by. For all the Billets, families, and all that they've done to help support Riverhawk baseball here in Edmonton. And I believe we're going to get Jan Couch is going to toss out the first pitch on behalf of the Billet families. Training, I think, at the old Billet House as well. So, nice. All right, thank you. Now, because we're sticking to the B&B theme.
Oh my gosh.
We're
Everybody, let's get you guys up to the hawk, up for the, because we have got another first pitch, a second first pitch for him.
yes.
One more hand for the Billets and all the players. Thank you so much for their support. Without you guys, there is no Riverhawks team. They all stay in my place again this year. Oh, terrible. All right. And now, look what's going on over here. We've got Barbie herself. Barbie, how are you?
I'm wonderful, Donovan. How are you? I'm Ken's dad.
Yeah, Ken, I will be Ken's dad today. Yeah, I'm Kenneth Colson Sr. Let's get ready. We're going to have our official Barbie first pitch. We'll get you guys up on the mound here.
You know, Governor, we got some Barbie mania going on in the city. Of course, the Barbie movie, $775 million worldwide. So, of course, Ken had to check things out over at the pop-up at the Indigo, having some fun with Barbie. So, wow, that is a collector's item right there. It looks great. And clearly, lots of Barbie fans here tonight.
And great to throw out the first pitch up on the mound. We have Erica, her daughter Ivy, and her mother-in-law Astrid. 3 generations of Barbie fans. So give them away, then let's see this pitch. Let her rip. Let's go, Nanny, she said.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you know, not bad for a cricket pitch. Not bad for cricket. That's it. Graham, I got some inside news why that pitch went so errant. There's still left from the dye we used to make the pink stuff.
Right, a little off balance. I see. Okay, that's fair. I thought there was a little bit of packaging on them as well, some cellophane.
Yeah, it was a little bit, it's a little rough out there. All right, we're going to get everybody around the map. We're going to talk to Erica and Ivy and Astrid. What made you a Barbie fan? Was it your mother-in-law? What made you a Barbie fan?
Of course, I grew up playing Barbies, and now I'm passing it down the generation.
What's your favorite Barbie? Like action Barbie, lawyer Barbie? The favorite one? Yeah, Mermaid Barbie. Of course, Mermaid Barbie. Now, you obviously weren't around when Barbie first came out, but what was it like your first Christmas getting that first Barbie?
It was very exciting. We had 3 weeks, and I thought it was fabulous.
Wow, 3. I'm only wearing 1 right now. Fantastic. All right, we're going to get ready for our
national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets returned, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the heart of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, we're going to go down to the field, check in with Donovan. Donovan, special guests down there.
So, amazing special guest game, Graham.
Well, good evening again, baseball fans. Welcome to Remax Field in Edmonton on an absolutely beautiful night, 26 degrees centigrade, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. No wind as we speak, and clear blue skies overhead as the Riverhawks have now rounded the clubhouse turn. They're on the flats and they're headed to the finish line. 48 games have been completed, 6 more to go. A 3-game series opens up here tonight with the Port Angeles Lefties, and then we'll have the Victoria Harbor Cats, who could very well be in post-regular season play. Now, here's the way the Lefties line up tonight. Field manager is Matt Acker. Leadoff batter playing at second base is Tito Nunez. Hitting second out in right field, number 5, Trent Jackson. Hitting third, the shortstop, number 7, Isaiah Waltz. In the cleanup position tonight, the DH, number 20, Mario Giordano. Hitting fifth at first base, number 39, Owen Alsop. And hitting sixth and doing the catching, number 40, Travis Helm. Corey Gerald will be the center fielder tonight. Hitting 8th and playing in left field is Chance Doty. He's number 10, and batting 9th, playing at third base, it is Brock Meyer. Starting pitcher tonight will be Code Stewart, making his first start of the season after numerous bullpen appearances. And pitching here tonight, it'll be a hometown ball player, Matthew Ridsdale out of Edmonton, a left-hander who attends Edmonton Collegiate. Pretty good year going. This will be his third start to go along with 9 bullpen appearances, 29 2/3 innings, 22 hits, 8 runs, 4 earned runs. He's walked 10, he struck out 22. He logs a 1-0 record, no saves, and a 1.21 earned run average. And we'll get this one underway at 7:09 Mountain Time here tonight at Remax Field. Here comes the pitch. He turned that one over. It's a little high of the target, 1 ball, no strike. Tommy Takayoshi completes the battery. Over Mars at third, Poole at first. The shortstop is Kelly Coral. Boughton is on at second base. And the pitch, and a line drive. That's going to be a base hit, a knock up the middle. Brett Ott will come over and cut this ball off in the right field alley. And Tito Nunez got a high pitch. He got a belt-high pitch. Shortened the swing up a little bit. And he lines a bullet up the middle. John McGill, the left fielder tonight. Brett Ott is in center, and Will Gardner is the starting right fielder. The league is batting a paltry 198 off Matt Ridsdale. Little infield, double play depth now, and the pitch is 74 miles an hour, not real hard, and it's high of the target, ball 1. Plate umpire tonight is Graham Grider. First base, it's Ammon McCain, and at third, it'll be Matt Beaudre. They will be the umpires for the entire series. Pitch, line drive, left side. Overmars fields the ball, had his arm cocked, took a look at first base, elected not to make the throw. A little bit bigger lead, it would have been a double play.
And Overmars there had to stumble a little bit, Al, and focused on keeping the grip on the ball for the out. And you're right, he would have had a double play if he kept his feet.
Isaiah Walsh is the batter up there, right-handed hitter. Port Angeles Lefties have been in a world of hurt of recent times. It's getting near the end of the year, and the Lefties are 4-17 in the second half. They have lost 9 consecutive ball games, including a 3-game sweep that the Riverhawks enjoyed last week down in Port Angeles. Orland Bowden to the double play depth, then the pitch right down the middle for a call strike. 73 miles an hour here from Matt Ridsdale. Strike 1 on the batter. So tonight, tomorrow night, Thursday night, the series with Port Angeles and the Victoria Harbor Cats, a real good ball club, will come into town for a set through the weekend to wrap up the season. Pitch like a screwball, runs down and away from the left-hand pitcher to the right-handed hitter. The pitch was not held cleanly by Takayoshi, but a swing and a miss, and the count at 0-2. Pitchers have been throwing pitches like that, John, for over 100 years. Something that a lefty can turn the ball over and make it run away from a right-handed batter. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. So far in this ball game, Ridsdale has not thrown a pitch over 75 miles an hour, and he's doing just fine.
Well, he's mixing up his speeds, and this is one of the toughest things for a batter. And you talked about that ball down and away on from the left-handed hitter to left-handed pitcher to a right-handed batter. Like you say, they've been doing it for years, and it's the toughest pitch in the world to hit. And Ridsdale had good success with it.
Ridsdale comes set. Runner is on the move. The pitch and a one-hopper. The Poole is not able to squeeze at first base. And that'll put men at first and third. That ball was hit hard. And with Poole playing up to the bag, holding the runner on, that's a tough chance.
That's a tough catch. And, it's funny. Coach Ray Brown and I were talking about this earlier. You notice Tom on that. He turned his body to catch that ball. This is how it's being taught a lot today. It's easier for you to make the throw, but you can't block a ball that way. And it's just a style that's being coached today. If it's hit hard and skips on your glove at all, it's through.
Owen Alsip will be the batter. And Ridsdale with a pickoff toss and a good one. Catching it clean late, getting back to the bag with Joe Ardado. And that's as good a left-hand pickoff move as you'll ever see.
That's the one thing, like you say, all left-handed pitchers, they've got an easier opportunity to go to first. And Matt Ridsdale on that disguised it a little bit, got it over there very quickly. Good tag by Tom Poole.
No runs and a pair hit. One man stranded. Bottom of one coming your way here in just a minute. Now ensure your vehicle performs its best by visiting Jiffy Lube for an oil change today. Never an appointment necessary. Warranty approved Jiffy Lube, keeping you moving all summer long.
Absolutely not.
If you want to win some money, that's cash. I don't know what color the money would be, but it's a 50-50 draw, or original lot. You just want to scan that QR code, and that will get you to our e-page generator, so you let you enter some prizes. There's lots of prizes. There's lots of prizes tonight, too. If you're just joining us, it's Barbie night, and there's lots of Barbie and pink prizes being given away tonight.
Lots of Barbie, lots of prizes, not a lot of money for hot dogs, only Tuesday today, and a lot of light here, because you have trouble seeing the ball before I saw this guy. Don't worry, we can't turn the lights on, just that extra bit of visibility.
Yeah, absolutely. It can never be too safe.
Well, it's a bound matchup of two right-handers tonight. Pitching this evening for Port Angeles, it is Cade Stewart, 5'11", 180-pounder out of Edmonds Community College down in the state of Washington. He's a sophomore, and he is out of Seattle. He's got 4 relief appearances this season. His first start tonight, 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, and they're all earned runs. Got 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, an 0-1 record, and an ERA at 5.40. And here's the first pitch. High of the target, 85 miles an hour. Here to center fielder Brett Ott. Takayoshi and McGill also be up here in the inning. Bottom half of the first inning in the lifter of the 3-game series. Here Ott shows the bunt, and he takes a strike. The batting lineup tonight, Ott in center, Takayoshi the catcher, John McGill hits third, plays in left. Noah Boughton, the second baseman, in the 4-hole. Tom Poole will hit fifth and play over at first base. There's a one-hopper to the third baseman, Meyer. That ball had a loaded spin on it, and that was a whirling dervish, but he did stay with it nicely. And that was a strike across the diamond, one gone.
Had a lot of spin on it, but it had what we call big handles, Al. It got a good bounce right up in the chest of the third baseman. Blocked it well, had time to make the throw. And it had to be a good throw because Brett Ott's got excellent speed.
Evan Overmars will be the 6th hitter in the order tonight. He'll be playing at third base. Will Gardner's out and right. Jake Potternack, the DH, and he bats 8th. And Kelly Curl is the shortstop hitting 9th. Swing and a miss in the first pitch hitter, the switch hitter Takayoshi. He shows the bunt, and he takes a slider down and in. 81-mile-an-hour pitch. A little late light on it. Broke from the middle of the plate right in towards Takayoshi. Helm is behind the plate. Meyer is at third base. Alsup is at first. Waltz the shortstop. Nunez at second base. And the pitch, flared foul, back at third. Down the line, won't be a play for Meyer. Chance Doherty, the left fielder. Corey Jarrell is the center fielder. And Trent Jackson is the starting right fielder tonight. Here for the Lefties. Kind of a Baltimore Oriole type of uniform. The black top, orange trim, and the gray pants. And the Riverhawks here tonight in their home whites, a little bit of blue trim. Fastball is high of the target, and the count will even up at 2-2, 1 out. Bases empty here in the bottom half of the first inning. Barbie and Ken night at the ballpark tonight. If you show up in a pink uniform of some kind and your first name is either Barbie or Ken, you get a complimentary ticket to the ball game tonight. Takayoshi swings through the pitch, and he is down on strikes. And McGill is the batter.
Real good breaking ball by Cade Stewart.
John McGill hitting a solid .314 on the season out of the University of British Columbia. And here's the pitch on the fists, foul to the backstop. I'll tell you what he's done so far, Cade Stewart. He's throwing strikes.
That's exactly right. Throwing 6 strikes to 3 balls.
Stewart draws a beat on the target, kicks that left leg up, and there's a rope back up the middle, right through the box. And a line single for John McGill. That came off the barrel at 85 miles an hour.
That ball just zipped past Cade Stewart's head. He was turned, and that ball came right behind him.
16 teams in action tonight in the West Coast League. Walla Walla opens up a series at Ridgefield. Wenatchee Apple Sox are in Bellingham. Springfield Drifters will be in Bend to play the Elks. And Imo Night Owls are in Victoria. And here comes the pitch. There's a dribbler foul to first base. Cowlitz Black Bears are in Yakima Valley. Port Angeles Lefties, of course, here in Edmonton. Kelowna Falcons and the Kamloops Northpaws will get a 3-game series underway tonight at Norbrook Field in Kamloops. And the Red Hot Corvallis Knights will be in Portland to play the Pickles. He turned the ball over and missed inside with, and that'll even the count up at a ball on the strike. Boughton hitting .305 in 37 ball games. Got 10 runs batted in, 2 stolen bases. Ott is the base stealing leader on this ball club. He's got 18 steals. Runners on the move, got a pretty good jump on the run and hit play, and Boughton on the fist will hit it foul up onto the facade of the overhang here at the ballpark.
Trying that hit and run, and didn't quite get it.
Finally, the long line up down River Road has pretty much come to a conclusion. People are getting their parking spots as they are available. Had about 1,500 tickets sold as of yesterday, but then had a huge run of tickets this afternoon. And they're expecting a crowd here tonight, somewhere in the mid-3s. The Hawks are coming off a 500 road trip. They won 3 ball games in Port Angeles. They lost 3 ball games in Wenatchee. And the Wenatchee club is going to be in the playoffs. Looks like a head-to-head confrontation with the Bellingham Bells. And both of those teams have got a dearth of outstanding pitching.
They certainly do. And we've seen them both here. Of course, we get Wenatchee again at the end of the week.
No, we get Victoria.
Well, that's right, too.
Thank goodness for that. I've seen enough of Wenatchee. Full count with 2 away. Alsop is going to play behind the runner, and the ball is foul tipped in the batter's box. It's been an incredibly rough skid for the Lefties. They're in the midst of a 9-game skid, swept by the Harbor Cats, the Riverhawks, and the Bellingham Bells in that order. Runner goes, 3-2 pitch on the way, and a squibber to the left side of the infield. Big one hopper here to Meyer, the third baseman, and he airmails this one right on target to retire the side. So no runs and a hit, no errors, 1 man left to board. We're through an inning in the lid lifter of the 3-game series here tonight at Remax Field.
So you scan the QR code, you can see all kinds of stuff with their game day promotions, sponsors, thank yous, booster juices, date births. Well, you need something from that game program, absolutely. Concession. You can order concession down to your seat as well, right there, using that e-program. Oh, right there. Get it right to your seat.
2,023 runs, I'm not sure about a lot. So you can enter all those processes and you can give away as well. That's all.
Even the Port Angeles guys were like, how do I enter? You know, they were pretty laid back. They don't enter the phones right there. You can see that.
Out of the second inning, and Owen Alsop, the first baseman, hitting out of the 5 spot on the order. Travis Helm, the catcher, and Corey Jarrell, the center fielder, due up. Here against Matt Ridsdale, was a guest of ours earlier on this season. He threw a whale of a ball game one night, picked up a win. He was originally from the United States, moved as a youngster to the Edmonton area. The pitch and the hanger is belted down the line and left. That'll be a 2-base hit, to say the least. Alsop is going to pull into scoring position, and that was a frozen rope. He's going to unclose on that line. That was a hanger out over the plate.
He certainly got everything into that and popped it so hard down there it went under the fence for a ground rule double.
So with only 4 wins in the second half, the Lefties have been looking for any chance to have a little success. The Hawks outscored the Lefties by 21 runs over that series last week down in Port Angeles. The Riverhawks were eliminated from post-regular season play with their loss on Saturday night in Wenatchee. Big Travis Helm, a right-handed batting catcher up there, deep in the box, big knee bend, straight off stance. And here comes the pitch on the fists, foul to the screen, 0-1. On the year, the Lefties are 12-36. The Riverhawks are 15-33. 48 games gone and 6 more to go to wrap up the regular season in what has really been a great year in the West Coast League. In many ways, including 40 ball players drafted by the major leagues in the Rule 4 amateur draft out of the West Coast League. Numbers do not lie. Ball on the strike here to Helm. 15 ball games under his belt, hitting .111. Alsop takes his lead in scoring position. Stretch here by Ridsdale, and here's the pitch. Threw him a strike. He turned the ball over like a screwball, foul back. The Hawks fought for a 9th inning comeback, but were bested 8-5 by Wenatchee on Sunday afternoon in the final road game of the season. Again, that Wenatchee club was really a well-balanced team. Starting pitching, middle relief, closers, they pretty much got it all. They're going to be a tough ticket for anybody in the playoffs. Down and in pitch brings it around to 2-2. Again, the Riverhawks eliminated from the playoffs on Saturday night down in Wenatchee. The Bells, the Apple Sox, and the Harbor Cats have all secured playoff spots, so our congratulations to all those teams. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Screwball, swing and a miss. And that ball down and away to the right-handed batter.
Ridsdale's really been throwing the good strikes tonight, and he's hung a couple, and he's paid a price for both of them. 2 solid hits on him. But other than that, he's been hitting the corners pretty well, Al. Keep the ball down.
Center fielder Corey Jarrell is the batter. Hitting .167 on the year. Match up with the left-handed hitter and pitcher. There's a ball through the hole. Will that score the run? They're going to wave him on in. Here's the throw from Gardner. It's on 2 hops to the plate. The tag down, and he is dead on arrival at home plate. To score that putout, 9-2. Will Gardner with a 2-hopper home, but the ball was right on target.
It was on target, and again, there's the place. You look at Tommy Takayoshi's long arms and long legs. He was able to get that stretch across the plate to make the tag. Good play all around. Gardner to Takayoshi.
Chance Doughty, the left fielder, be the batter up. The Riverhawks avoid a run on an outstanding throw by Will Gardner. He'll get the assist. Takayoshi will get the putout. Again, 9-2 on the out at home plate. As far as the manager, Matt Acker, I can't fault him for sending his man in. It took a perfect throw to get the runner. Early in the ball game, that's a great call.
That's exactly right. You would think he should score on that. It took an outstanding throw, and the big part of that throw, Al, was how quick Gardner released it. He took the ball on the run off the ground, switched it to his throwing hand, and let it go immediately. No hesitation.
Runners on the move. The pitch is high and away, and that'll be an uncontested steal here by Jarrell as he pulls in a scoring position. When you've lost 9 consecutive games, and I don't blame him a bit for sending his runner, try to get something going. No sense waiting in the weeds.
Absolutely.
Well, 4 hits collected here by the Lefties in this early ball game tonight. Here's the kick and the pitch. Hard ground ball that is just foul of the chalk at third base. Overmars was playing about midway. Dove for the ball. Had he caught it, it would have been in foul territory.
And that ball
Dowdy
was
just
hard.
got out in front of the pitch. Right-handed batter up there. The fastball, 86 miles an hour. That's as hard as Ridsdale has thrown tonight. And it's a strike called here on Dowdy. Out of Edmonds Community College, a sophomore out of Lacey, Washington. Big ball player. 6'2", 185-pounder. Ridsdale's delivery, and that's going to miss at the knee.
Came back with that breaking ball and just a little bit too far inside.
Well, he back on the middle infield, midway at first and third. The third baseman Overmars is maybe 5 feet off the chalk line, and about midway. Dowdy hitting 184, his 18th ball game tonight, his 50th at bat. 6 runs on 9 hits. He got a home run, 5 RBIs, a couple of bags, a .245 slugging percentage, and a .255 on base percentage. For the third time in the ball game and the second time in the inning, the Lefties have got a man in scoring position. Here's some high gas, a swing and a miss. And that'll do it as Chance Dowdy is erased. He took a Ruthian cut of that pitch, and that is strikeout number 3 here for Ridsdale. And the home half of 2 coming your way in just a minute.
There's Barbie pink popcorn, Barbie sprinkles ice cream, pink beer, and of course we're going to have a Barbie jam. We're celebrating Barbie.
Everything Barbie tonight, right? Look at you meaning more of a can, but you know,
Yeah.
a can that got left by the stove.
You can do it, is what I've always said.
And then you make t-shirt contest right now.
Nick Tom Poole, leadoff batter here in the bottom of 2. Got him platooned in the 5-hole tonight. Evan Overmars and Will Gardner go up in the inning. Here against Cade Stewart. You got 2 ground ball outs and a strikeout. Sandwiched with a line single up the middle by Johnny McGill. And the first offering is down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Stewart kicks and delivers. And he's going to miss at the knee, bringing around to 2 balls and no strikes. And here's the 2-0 delivery. Threw him a strike and it's fouled away. This day in Hawks history, last season, the Hawks headed out on their final road trip of the year, facing the Lefties and the Harbor Cats. Same opponents as this week in the 2023 season finale on the road. Here's the 2-1 delivery, high and away. 84 miles an hour on the gun with that pitch. Again, it's Meyer at third, Alsop at first base. The shortstop is Waltz, Nunez the second baseman, Helm is behind the plate. Dowdy, Jarrell, Jackson left to right on the picket line. And Tom Poole draws a high fastball. He is aboard. And Overmars will be the batter. Some of the Riverhawks leaders as we head into the last few games of the season. Tommy Takayoshi has taken over the batting lead. He's hitting .327. John McGill hitting .314. Tom Poole, who just drew the walk, hitting .313. McGill is the RBI leader with 23. Dan Calabrese, the center fielder, not playing tonight, has got 21. And Tommy Takayoshi with 18.
Al, the umpires are checking the pitcher for substance. Must have found something on the ball or whatever.
This is just about the last league you'd think that somebody's throwing a spitter.
Looks like everything is kosher out there, ready to roll.
Plate appearance leader is John McGill, 186. Calabrese, 185. Marco Sana at 167 plate appearances. Strikeout leader is Halen Knoll at 51. Dallin Harrison at 38. He was our guest on our last broadcast a week ago Sunday. Through the first complete game, 3-hit shutout in franchise history. And Riley Barrett with 36 strikeouts. Barrett leads in earned run average at 1.89. Halen Knoll is second at 2.46. And Dallin Harrison, that's on his way to the University of San Diego, will finish out the year at a 2.90 earned run average. The innings pitched leader is Halen Knoll at 66. Riley Barrett at 52 1/3 innings. Dallin Harrison at 49 2/3 innings on the year. The pitch and a ball that is slammed back out into left center field. That's into the gap. Poole will hold at second, and that's a base hit for Evan Overmars.
Cade Stewart brought that ball inside, and he got around on it really well. Popped it into the hole, like you said. Solid base hit.
And Will Gardner, who made a beautiful throw to home plate to cut down a runner the last half inning, will be the batter up. Some of the streaks on the ball club. Takayoshi on a 14-game on-base streak. Noah Boughton with 15 plate appearances without striking out. There's a ball that's going to be a fair ball. I had my eye off the field of play for a second. It's a bunt single to load the bases, and Gardner is aboard.
Al, that is the perfect place to put a bunt with men on first and second. Third baseman could not get to it. Pitcher couldn't get to it, and he ends up with a base hit, and we have the bases loaded.
Tonight's pitcher, Ridsdale, with 15 scoreless innings, 5 straight scoreless appearances. And the pitch, line drive back up the middle. That'll play to run. Coming in is Tom Poole. That'll leave the bases to remain loaded. As Poole scores, as the leadoff walk, as it almost always does, comes back to bite a pitcher right on the backside. And Paternak wasted no time. He jumped on the first pitch. And Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead with Kelly Coral the batter.
Now, I don't want to jinx Kelly, but he had a pretty good batting practice.
You're saying that his hand is now pain-free. 1 ball, no strike on Coral, second-year Riverhawk. Stewart's going to work out of a bases-loaded full windup. Coral swings at the pitch, and he got under it. It's a lazy pop fly into short center field. On in is Jarrell. He'll make the catch. And the throw is on one hop and right on the money. Overmars tried to score. Wouldn't have had a chance. One away.
Really good of Jake Lanferman there to hold him up. Just looked like he was going. As soon as he saw where the throw was going, stopped him.
Brett Ott bounced out his first time through, and he is the batter. A run in. Overmars at third. Gardner at second. Paternak takes the lead at first. Meyer and Alsop on the corners, both in on the grass. And these guys are swinging free and easy here today. There's the fly ball up the middle. Jarrell makes a running catch, and the throw will be cut off at the mound and not relayed. And it's a 2-0 Edmonton lead. A run batted in and no time at bat here for Brett Ott. And Tommy Takayoshi, switch hitter, is the batter. Riverhawks are hitting as a team, 240. 47 bags, 121 runs batted in, and 7 home runs. There's a dribbler up the middle. It's the shortstop Waltz on a second base, and the force out will retire at the side as Potternack is erased. But a productive innings. 2 runs come in to score on 3 hits. Third baseman Brock Meyer, the leadoff batter. He squares up, shows the bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a high fastball, 1 ball, no strike. They've got him listed in the pitching category on the Port Angeles roster. 6'1", 195 out of Chaffee College, a freshman from Torrance, California. And the pitch is in there at the knee. Orel and Boughton are pulled fully back and fanned apart. Over Mars is wide of the bag at third. Poole is about midway at first base. The outfield is straight away. Ball and a strike here to Meyer. Here's the kick and the fastball. It's too high. Ballpark in Edmonton, for the Port Angeles fans that are tuning in tonight, it's a big ballpark, make no question about it. It's in another county up the middle, 420 feet straightaway center, with just about a 40-foot hitter's eye. And here's the 2-1. You get under it, late on the swing, and it's popped up foul down the line and into the party zone in right field. 340 to left, 320 to right. Despite those dimensions, it's still a fair park. Now, you're not going to clobber a lot of balls up the middle. In the 24 years of AAA ball we had here, only 2 guys ever did it. But down the line and in the gaps, if you hit it good, it'll go a ways. Tito Nunez, the second baseman. Trent Jackson, the right fielder. Also due up in the inning. And here's the pitch from Ridsdale. He's going to be high with ball 4. First walk of the night issued by the Edmonton left-hander.
Matt Ridsdale, that last bat, threw 2 breaking balls. Both ended up as balls. In the earlier innings, he was popping them across for strikes.
And the pitch. Ground ball down to third. Overmeyer's up with it. On the Boughton, off the bag, and a relay to first. 5-4-3 and an around the horn double play.
Nice quick release by Overmeyers, and he got her over there over to first base for the double play. Really good job by Boughton.
Right fielder Trent Jackson will be the batter. 6'1", 205-pound left-hand batter up there. Out of Hawaii Hilo, that's the university. Kent Washington ball player, he's a junior.
Hilo on the big island of Hawaii.
Out in front of the pitch, a bouncing ball, softly hit and foul of the target at first base. Count even on the ball and a strike here to Jackson. Isaiah Waltz in the on-deck circle, and here's the pitch. Threw him a high fastball. It was ripped at and fouled of the screen. 1-2. Ridgedale's pitch, he pulled a string on it, 74 miles an hour on the hook, and that's as nice a deuce as he's thrown all night.
Just excellent curveball, excellent strikeout.
4th strikeout on the night for Ridgedale. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 2 1/2 innings in the books. It's Tuesday Night Baseball from Remax Field.
A great time to get to meet our opponents, the Port Angeles Lefties, and let's find out a little bit about them where they're from.
We're super friendly up here in Canada.
We are.
Welcome to the Port Angeles Lefties.
Yeah, Port Angeles City is 20,000 in northwest Washington. Most people know it's where you catch the ferry to get out of the United States and back to beautiful Canada. Birthplace of Hall of Famer John Elway.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no record of any good baseball players in there. I'll keep looking though. They're known for a salmon derby and a crab festival. And John and Lily's picture, next picture actually, both of those people have trout.
Yeah. Mostly trapped in that guy's beard.
Yeah. Now here's a look at their downtown hotel. John, what's it called?
That's the downtown.
The downtown hotel. Absolutely.
They're clever in Port Angeles.
They really are. Are you thinking of moving there? Let's check out some property.
Oh, look at there it is.
You know what?
720 square feet.
We'll get back to Port Angeles, but Donovan, you're never going to guess how many bathrooms that has. Hang on.
0.75.
You guessed it. But hang on. No nothing. For your Edmonton Riverhawks, Philip Gill, number 10, Johnny McGill.
John McGill, who aired one out his first time through, he had a line drive back up through the box. And it was a base hit and a 2 away. He was stranded at first base. And the pitch to Johnny is under his chin, 1 ball and no strike, 84 miles an hour. Here from Cade Stewart, making his first start on the year, numero uno tonight. And the 1-0 pitch. Made a good pitch. He tied him up, a ball in on the fists, and a long run over, trying to make the catch is Chance Doughty, and he just couldn't quite get to it. That's a long opposite field double for John McGill.
A fielder could not just quite get to that and got the glove on it, but got by him and doubled for Johnny McGill.
The second baseman, number 30, Noah.
That just speaks to the strength of McGill. He kind of got fooled in that pitch, and he still hit it a long way. 308 feet.
Well, that's exactly right. Johnny McGill has tremendous strength. He can muscle a ball to pretty good depth.
And we'll go to Noah Boughton. Plus 300 hitter. Has been a 300 hitter all season long. And the pitch to him is a backdoor curve down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. I'll revise that attendance estimate amount. I think we're more in the range of 4,000. And I tell you what, that's an outstanding Tuesday night house.
Certainly
Ball and a
is.
strike. You're on Boughton. Tell you who's drawing good crowds, the Toronto Blue Jays. They had I'll bet you 40,000 Monday night house last night against the Orioles. Pitch is going to miss down low. Ball 2, strike 1.
One thing we've known about Noah Boughton all year is he's got good presence of the plate, knows the strike zone extremely well.
And the 2-1 pitch is a high fly ball to deep right field. Drifting back is back to the wall is Trent Jackson, and in reverse gear makes a nice catch. On to third goes McGill, and Boughton just missed that pitch. Not by much.
Not by much, and like you say, Jackson got back to that wall, made a very good catch. That was deep enough to move the runner to third base. So Johnny McGill is now standing on third with one out.
First, Tom Poole walked and scored his first time up. So no at bat. It'll be a plate appearance for Poole. Left-handed pull hitter, and here comes the pitch to him, down and away. Tell you what, this is his second year with the club, and over the past year, he's become a far more selective hitter. He doesn't chase a lot of stuff out of the strike zone. And he'll take that one just under the knee, 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Poole. A solid 3-13. He had a gap triple in the last homestand, carried 411 feet. Here he hits a high fly ball to deep center field. On the run back and onto his right is Corey Jarrell. Coming in to score is McGill, and Edmonton engineers a run here in the last of 3.
Just a heck of a job. Those 2 deep fly balls score the run, and tremendous job moving people around and then scoring them.
345 feet the distance from the point where it left the bat, and the ball was caught by Jarrell. As we said in that last homestand, Poole hit one into that deep right field gap, 411 feet. So if he hits that down the line, that's a home run by feet to spare. If he hits it up the middle, it'll be 9 feet shy of the hitter's eye. And Evan Overmars looks at a strike, the count of a ball and a strike. Here's the kick and the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Fielded here by Stewart. He underhands to the bag, and that'll do it. Here in the home half of the third inning. 1 run comes in to score, done on 1 hit, no errors. And nobody left on base. Edmonton up by a tray as we move along to the 4th inning. Earn a $25 gift card with your next fully synthetic oil change at Jiffy Lube. Visit jiffylubeservice.ca for a location near you. Jiffy Lube, keeping you moving.
We're going to find out more about Barbie, right? That's right, Graham. I'm out on the hot walk with a bunch of young Barbie lovers, and we're going to see how much they love Barbie. They're going to win a Barbie pillow. We're just trying to locate it right now. All right, the first one to get this question right is going to win a Barbie pillow. Here it is. When was Barbie created? In 1951, 1961, 1969, or 1940? What year was Barbie created? Yes. Oh, that was so close. That is not close. The other one is 1959, not 69. Anybody else? You win a fantastic Barbie pillow. Are you excited? Awesome. Congratulations. And I'm sure we'll have stuff for all of you guys.
I love it.
Thank you so much. Oh, we all know.
Gentlemen,
Yes, Greg.
do you know that the best way to make a friend is to be a friend?
Yeah.
Inspirational quote from Barbie.
Oh, man. That's so true, Graham.
Thank you.
Live the dream.
Thank you.
Sharing is caring.
Now batting for Port Angeles, shortstop number 7, Isaiah Lau.
Isaiah Walsh, the shortstop, get it going here in the top half of the 4th inning. Here against Matt Risdale, he strides home and the bunt is foul, strike 1. Presentation of Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House in Leduc. And sink your teeth into some of that Alberta AAA grain-fed prime rib with mashed potatoes or whatever you like and Yorkshire pudding. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Here's the kick and the strike 1 delivery. He turned the ball over and it's fouled away. Out on the West Coast tonight, the Dodgers at 59-45 will host the lowly Oakland A's at 30-77. 47 games under 500. Ouch. There's that breaking ball that runs like a screwball, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Ridgedale. And I would say he's finding his mid-inning form.
Certainly is. And, we were talking about this. We're now watching batting practice, Al. The importance of having the ability to change speeds and to have good location. If you've got that, you don't have to be an overpowering pitcher. And Ridgedale's showing that tonight, keeping the batters off balance.
Mario Giordano is the batter up. He squares it off and takes a strike, 0-1. Out of Los Angeles Mission College, a junior from Santa Clara, California. Mario Giordano. Remember the Twins had a really good left-hand pitcher for a couple of years, Eddie Giordano. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here to Giordano. I tell you, Giordano had a rubber arm. They called him Everyday Eddie. Line drive to the shortstop curl. He climbs the ladder real nice. Flags that ball with his left hand, 2 away.
Soft line drive, just hit it. And another good pitch by Ridgedale.
Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. The Rays are up 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning at Yankee Stadium tonight. The Rays at 65-44. The Yankees at 55-51 down in the cellar of that extremely tough Eastern Division of the American League. Also bottom of 9, the Brewers lead the Nationals 6-4. Nationals 45-62. And the Brewers at 57-50. Fly ball out into right field, and camped into that is Will Gardner. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning here for Ridgedale. Smoke rings across as we move along to the bottom half of the 4th inning from right here at Remax Field.
Barbie once said you never know what you can do unless you try. You gotta try. You gotta try. Oh, there we go. Well, I think that was from our famous movie, Barbie and her sisters in a ponytail. The tail is called T-A-L-E. So, oh yeah, all right. All right, Graham, it's time for the Remax Best of the House. And we got something unique, something special, something that is in the spirit of Barbie. We're gonna do a little bit of hopscotch here. So we got a hopscotch course set up here, and we're going to send this kid through as quickly as we can. Steve's the general manager of the Riverhawks, and also a hopscotch aficionado. We call them hopscotchers, and we are going to the most style, the fastest that gets to this hopscotch first wins.
Line total so far, 3 runs on 5 hits for the Riverhawks. No runs in the collection of 4 hits for the Port Angeles Lefties. And the bottom 3 of the order due up here in the last of 4. And Will Gardner will be out a bunt single his first time along. He'll get it going. Potternack and Coral set to follow. Here against Cade Stewart. Making his first start against 4 relief appearances. Got his middle infield fully back and fanned apart. Meyer and Aslup on the corners. Alsup are playing about midway. Outfield is straight away. 86 degrees Fahrenheit at first pitch time. But it was 26 degrees centigrade. And I don't care what standard you use of measurement. It's just a beautiful warm night. No wind here at the park. Top of the 9th inning, and the Orioles are starting to, I wouldn't say run away with the East Division of the American League, but they're really going at Galen tonight. They're laying an absolute whipping on the Blue Jays at the ballpark in Toronto. 13 runs on 16 hits for the O's, who are 65-41. Blue Jays at 59-48. 3 runs tonight on 5 hits. I hate to say it because I don't want to see it happen, but they're fading a little bit.
They are. And, of course, losing one of their better hitters with Bichette gone for a while. And they're not hitting a lot right now, Al. It's in a tough situation.
Here's the wind and the 2-1 pitch. Foul to the backstop. That's the Brewers leading the Angels tonight down in Milwaukee 5-1. I beg your pardon, that is the Atlanta Braves at 67-37. And the pitch on the way. Foul to the backstop. Angels are 56-51. With the phenom of a young ball player, Ohtani. And Monday night he'll pitch, and he'll pitch well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday they'll pencil him in as a designated hitter. There's a high fly ball out into deep right field. Gardner just got under it a tiny little bit, just missed the pitch. And Jackson was back right on the warning track, both feet squared off on the ball to make the long catch.
Good job by Jackson reading it, and Gardner just got under it a little bit. They're tagging Cade Stewart pretty well. They're driving him deep. This is what we've talked about a lot, Al. If you're in outfield, this is a fun park to play in because you got a lot of room to move. And
this ball got turned right around way back there, deep left field. On the run back is Chance Doty. He had both feet on the warning track as well when he made the catch. Otternack gives it a good ride, but comes up a little shy, and there's 2 away. And Kelly Coral about her. Bottom half of the 7th inning, the Twins in interleague play lead the St. Louis Cardinals 3-1. And it's the Cubs at the end of 5, a 13-3 lead on the Cincinnati Reds at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Kelly Curl looks at a 0-1 pitch. The White Sox trailing the Rangers 2-0 in the top half of the 8th inning. And it's the Astros leading the Cleveland Guardians, a 2-0 score. That's through 6 innings tonight at the ballpark in Houston. 1 apiece, the New York Mets and the Kansas City Royals tonight. That's play in the bottom half of the 7th inning. A ball ticketed straight to the left fielder. Chance Doughty didn't have to move. Room service fly ball retires the side. 3 fly ball outs here in the last of 4. 0's over. And the 5th inning coming your way in just a jiffy. Travis Helm, the catcher. And he'll lead it off. Helm out of Central Washington University, a sophomore, comes from Beaverton, Oregon. 5'11", 190-pounder. Beaverton, one of the suburb cities in the greater Portland metropolitan area. And here comes the pitch. That ball's taking it out into right center field. On the run over is Brad Ott. He dove for the ball. Did he make the catch? Don't believe he did, but he made a game effort. He went horizontal on that ball, and he did put leather on it.
He certainly did, and just missed it. That's the effort you want to see.
Corey Jarrell, the center fielder, is the batter. Padres at the Rockies tonight. It's a 1-all ball game, playing the top half of the fourth inning at the ballpark in Denver. Boughton, the second baseman, fully back, playing this guy to pull the ball, and there he squibs the ball through the hole of third and short. A base hit, and Jarrell is aboard. Squibbing line drive, base hit to left field. Top of the first inning, the Red Sox are in Seattle tonight. The M's are 55 and 51. The Red Sox are 56 and 50. Diamondbacks and the Giants just underway in San Francisco. And a day game, it was the Phillies with a win over the Florida Marlins 3-1 today. Soto the winner. First and second base. Tying run is at the plate. Squaring off the bunt is Chance Doherty. Bunts the ball. Overmar's there to pick it up. Throw onto the bag. It'll be a sacrifice bunt. No time at bat as the runners move over.
He did his job.
And Brock Meyer, the third baseman, will be the batter. A couple of other finals to report, or one more final to report. The Pirates were winners over the Detroit Tigers today, 4-1. The Bengals fall to 47 and 60. And the Pirates improved to 48 and 58. Oh, Vidal was the winner, 5 and 11. Manning takes the loss, falls to 3 and 3. So they got second and third with one away. Ball hit up the middle. The Hawks will surrender the run. They're not going to play the infield up. Ball game at the 56-minute mark here in the top of 5. Stretch here by Ridsdale. A stride home in the pitch. He upped that one up to 85 miles an hour. It was off target. 2 balls and no strikes. Our big league scoreboard tonight brought to you with the compliments of Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House, 50th Street in Leduc. Open Tuesdays through Sundays. And the 2-0 delivery. Ground ball left side. That'll produce the run. Coral over to grab it. And the throw to the bag. Poole does a nice stretch, and he keeps his toe on the bag to preserve a putout. That'll be a run batted in. Travis Helm scores. Jarrell moves on to third. Nice fielding play by Coral.
It was a good movement play by Coral and just a tremendous stretch by Tom Poole to get that runner out.
And Tito Nunez will be the batter. 3-1 ball game, a lead of 2 for the Hawks, and the pitch is high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Nunez in a 1-for-2 night. Slapped a single in the right center field in the first inning. He bounced into a double play in the third. And one ball. Coral's a smart player. He knew he was going away from the throwing target. His only option was to bounce it up there.
Well, that's right. And the nice thing about this field, without artificial turf, you get a true bounce. Now, his break into the hole was difficult. He made it and threw across the body. That's such a tough play to make. And again, Tom Poole helped him out tremendously with a stretch.
We're halfway through regulation innings, a 3-1 Edmonton lead.
We are super excited. I know I have a Dr. Barbie in my hand that I can't wait to give away. As soon as we hit the big screen, up and running, if not, we're going to bring no more prices all day. So.
Thanks, Donovan. We got a Phillips screwdriver that we're working on today. I don't think I really want to take his word, but
I got a piece of gum, a tool, nail clippers, and some dental floss. So I'm going to MacGyver the heck out of it.
no, Barbie, never give up, Donovan. I love that attitude.
That's the dream of Barbie dream.
Brett Ott, the leadoff batter. Top of the order in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Ott is 0 for 1 tonight with a run batted in. The switch hitter, Tommy Takayoshi, and another left-hand batter, John McGill, due up here against Cade Stewart. He's topped out about 88 miles an hour tonight, throwing a lot of fastballs. There he throws a backdoor curve, and it's on the block. Nice pitch, surgical pitch, strike one. Here to Brett Ott. High and outside. Without question, the best backdoor curve I ever saw came from a pitcher that was renowned for throwing 100 miles an hour, and that was Nolan Ryan. He was murder on left-hand hitters. He was surgical with that backdoor hook. 2 balls and a strike. Brett Ott, the batter, up. And this ball is belted out into the gap in right center field. Don't know if that'll be an extra base hit. Maybe it will. Brett Ott is on his horse, and he pulls into scoring position with the ball that he spanked out to Corey Jarrell, the center fielder. He had to run clean on down to the right field alley to make the snag.
Very well hit ball by Brett Ott. The outfielders took the right angles, but could not make the play. Now
Barbie and Ken out here at the ballpark. And now, I've been told many a time there's not many things I don't have an opinion on, but that's one I don't have an opinion on. It's Barbie and Ken.
Me neither.
And the pitch is bunted in the air and is getting caught in foul territory by Meyer. Back to second out in time for the double play. Takayoshi is set down. Just has not had a lot of luck tonight.
Well, the thing the pitcher did well on that Cade Stewart put that ball high, and that is hard to bunt. So many times you'll pop those up.
And John McGill has got a single and a double and a run scored. Trying to pick his man up in scoring position. And the pitch is high and away, 1 ball, no strikes. The Lefties trying to end a 9-game string of futility. It's been a tough stretch for the Port Angeles Lefties. Scenic little town. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures of it. I guess it would be just off the Puget Sound in northwest Washington. 2 balls, no strikes, and McGill. .82 miles an hour with the pitch. It was about the width of 2 baseballs off the outside block. Ball 3 to McGill. For the first time in a long time, he hasn't been able to do it all year a whole lot, but Jake Lanferman has got his batting order really structured tonight very well. You've got Brett Ott, the leadoff batter, and he leads the league, or the team, in stolen bases with 18. That's what you want. You want speed at the front end. High fly ball, straightaway center. Corey Jarrell is on the run back. That ball hit about 356 feet on the fly. 2 gone, and Ott moves to third. Then you've got a switch hitter, Takayoshi. You've got a left-hand power hitter in McGill. Boughton's a plus 300 hitter, and then you got Tom Poole hitting better than 300. So you really can't walk one to get to the next one.
No. The thing here now is, of course, they need a hit to score the run,
and here's the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. It's a 2-hopper. Nunez onto his glove hand side, makes the scoop, and the throw to the bag will retire the side.
I think we have a broken bat there too, Al. On that.
Back to the woodpile.
Like
no runs and a hit, and a man stranded. We're through 5. Ball game is just a couple of minutes more than 1 hour in duration. Quick moving ball game here tonight. We'll be back with the 6th inning in just a minute. Trent Jackson, the right fielder, leadoff hitter, here in the top half of the 6th inning. Again, this is a ball player out of Hawaii, Hilo, Hawaii. And the pitch is down and away. It's one thing I have done in my career. I broadcast a AAA ball game one night from the ballpark in Honolulu. Got underway 11 p.m. Edmonton time. And with the kind of equipment we had those days, how I got the game on the air is beyond me, but we did. That was the biggest seating-wise ballpark in minor league baseball, with probably the lowest attendance. Aloha Stadium, I believe, that's what it's called.
For many years, they played the NFL All-Star game was a Pro Bowl.
Yes, it was.
It was in the Aloha Stadium. Nice ballpark.
2 balls and a strike, just outside of the outskirts of Pearl City, so not far from Pearl Harbor.
That's right.
2 balls and a strike, and the pitch is off the glove of Takayoshi and onto the screen. 2 games underway tonight in the West Coast League. Ridgefield is leading Walla Walla 3-0. Victoria and Nanaimo are scoreless in the bottom of 2. Then the Elks lead Springfield in the bottom of 2. 2-0 is the score. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Broken bat ground ball. A dribbler up the coral. Makes the snag, and on the move, the throw is right on the money. And I think Brent Jackson is going to go back to the woodpile. If the sound of the crack of the bat was accurate to me, that sounded like a splinter.
Well, it sounds like 2 in a row that we have Al.
He must have located it well. If you break a bat at 83 miles an hour, it's got to be below the label. Cowlitz is going to lead on Yakima Valley 4-0. In the 3rd, nothing across between Kelowna and Kamloops. Ground ball to 3rd. Over Mars is there to make the snag. And Juardado, the designated hitter, will be the batter. Juardado, single to right, a rolling single between 1st and 2nd in the 1st inning. And hit a soft line drive to the shortstop Coral in the 4th. So this is his 3rd time up in the ball game tonight. Big knee bend, front foot towards the bucket a little bit. 86 miles an hour, running fastball for a strike. And that pitch is belted out in center field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Juardado, gets his 2nd knock of the night. A little bit of intelligent hitting. He shortened his swing up, leveled it out, hit the ball where it was pitched, and he gets awarded with a base hit.
Just absolute nice swing and nailed the ball quite well.
Out of West Texas A&M, a sophomore. This is Owen Alsep, the batter, up out of Roswell, New Mexico. Fouls the pitch away, strike 1. Isn't that the place where supposedly the Martian plane landed?
Supposedly, yeah. All the aliens supposed to be around Roswell.
And the pitch on the hands, fouled away. Say one thing about New Mexico, they got some really unique names for their towns. I was in a town called Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And I was in another one called Purgatory.
Well, you can think of places like
Screwball, swing and a miss. Gets it done. And Ridgedale with that slow screw. Actually, the circle changeup does the same thing. That'll be strikeout number 6 here in the ball game. No runs and a hit, no errors. And 1 man left the board. It's a 2-run lead for the Hawks as we go to the bottom of 6.
Let's check out some pictures. That was a great auction analysis night. And people brought their dogs to the game last Homestead. It was fantastic. That's a Simba camp. People lift their dogs up and custom-made Riverhawk uniforms or wiener dog as well. People brought their stamps. Talking to the stamps were fantastic. Yeah, and shirts are on there. So that actually was winner of the Houston News Conference. I'm not got it now. MVP, our friends at MVP Photography, taking the pictures, putting them up.
Yeah, Glenn, we are all about the hawk walk, and today we're turning the hawk walk into the catwalk.
All right.
Let's get some models. Let's take a look. Here we go. That's working. Yeah.
Oh, little MVP Photography fashion show.
All right, here we go.
Look at someone just, oh, I like that. That's style. That's moxie. We got your models. Like, whoa.
This is from Dr. Barbie. We're super excited. Who's next?
That was fashionable.
And working. Oh,
Well, is it a sling bag? I'm not sure. Got it. Who's your winner? One more.
I think I'm going to have to give it to the little young lady over here with frills. Come on over here.
I love it.
Come on, go right over here. There we go. Congratulations. You got a Barbie. Let's see your attitude. Let's do the walk again.
All right, and now that is the Edmonton Riverhawks. First baseman number 42, Tom Poole.
Tom Poole takes a breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner.
Poole tonight with no at-bats, 2 plate appearances. He's got a run scored and a run batted in. And Cade Stewart with the pitch is going to miss down low. Bringing around to 0-2. Poole, Overmars, and Gardner are the batters due up. 7:05 tomorrow night, 7:05 on Thursday. Wrap up the series here with the Lefties. And there's a line drive, fielded on one bounce by Corey Jarrell. And Poole is aboard. That one left the bat with a little something on it, 99 miles an hour on a 250-foot line single up the middle. Overmars, we've been pretty impressed with his prowess with the glove. He's a good, steady third baseman out of Lewis and Clark College. Waltz and Nunez shorten up to a double play depth, and the pitch on the way. 83 miles an hour, and it's in the strike zone, 0-1. On the hands, foul back of the screen and on to the right. Here's how the divisional standings as we speak with 6 games to play. As we are around the clubhouse turn on the flats and heading to the finish line. Wenatchee Apple Sox with a 2.5 game lead on Victoria. Although Victoria has qualified for a playoff spot. Wenatchee 16-5. They won 3 straight. Bellingham Bells, first half in the North Division, won it by a game with a 20-7 record. Just did nip out Victoria. And the pitch upstairs go to 2-2. Kelowna Falcons still have a crack at a playoff shot. They're 12-9, 4 back. Bellingham 4.5 out, 11-9. Nanaimo 10-11, 6 games back. Jam shot, and the pitch is fisted foul up the right side and out of play. Riverhawks are 8 back. They are eliminated from playoff contention. Kamloops 4-15, 11 back. Port Angeles 4-17, 12 games back. And just been a real tough go for them of late. They have lost 9 consecutive games. Corvallis Knights off to a great start in the second half. They were nosed out in the first half. The defending league champions, the Knights, are 17-4. Palos Black Bears, a game and a half out at 16-6. Ridgefield Raptors 13-9, 4.5 out. Bend a 7 back at 10-11. Springfield 9-14, 9 games back. You know, batter is aboard. Poole with just a short lead off the bag. Ground ball to the shortstop wall, so they took his eyes off it. That ball went right between his wickets. There will be an error charge there. That should have been a double play. Although technically you can't assume a double play. But that ball's got to get caught.
You know, it's interesting. Tom Poole showed a lot of heads up on that. He saw the ball go through, knew he could make it, and kept running to get to third base.
Gardner with an infield hit, a bunt single. And he flied to right his other time through. So men on the corners. They've scored that as a hit. So Poole moves to third. He was off and running with the pitch. The starter would try to stay out of a double play. There's a pop fly into short left field. On the run in is Chance Doughty. Runners will hold, and there's one away. And Potternack with a run batted in on a 1-for-2 night will be the batter. Weather looks great for the entire homestand. We're into the month of August, which is some of the best summer weather that you get in Edmonton. Line drive up over the head of Walsh, and that's into left field. And that'll be a run-scoring single for Potternack. And the Hawks make it a lead of 3 again. It's a 4-1 ball game as Tom Poole comes in to score.
That ball got up a little bit, and Jacob got around on it. Good solid base hit, gets the RBI.
And Kelly Curl is 0 for 2 on the night. Both times hit the ball pretty much on the screws, but the ball's got caught. One in center, one in left field. And the pitch. Kelly gives this one a ride to left field, but again, he hit it good, but ball's going to get caught, and Chance Doughty is there to make a catch, make it 2 away. Ball left the bat at 89 miles an hour, so he didn't really hit it on the screws, but he'll just go for a long fly ball out.
Yeah, just got under it a little bit and end up with flying.
Jamie Olson, the right-handed pitcher, up and throwing in the bullpen now for the Bells. I beg your pardon, for the Lefties. How many pitches for this young right-hander tonight?
Right now, he's sitting at 79 pitches, Al.
I wouldn't think they're going to give him the hook right now. The relief pitcher hasn't had enough time to get loose. They have a left-hander up and throwing in the lefty bullpen.
Well, I think what they're doing, they're trying to give him more time to warm up. This is all they're doing.
2 gone in the inning. The runners aboard over Myers at second. Potternack, runner off at first base. Lefties tonight with a black top and the orange trim. This is always a color scheme I've liked in uniforms. The Giants have it, the Orioles have it. And Brett Ott is 1 for 2 with a run batted in, drops down a pretty nice push bunt. Peeled it off to the right of the mound. Here by Stewart, and then he fumbled the ball a little bit. Would have been a tough chance at first base anyway. That'll load the bases on the bunt single.
You're exactly right, Al. And there's a case with 2 out. Nobody's expecting that bunt. It was a well-placed bunt, and he would have had to make the perfect throw.
Takayoshi on an 0 for 3 now. He hasn't had many 0 fors this season, I'll tell you that. You don't hit 327 with a load of 0 fors. Out of a full windup, here's the pitch. Takayoshi swung at it, got under it, popped it up, short left field, and Doughty is there to make a catch, and that will retire the side. But a productive inning nonetheless, as 1 run comes in to score. Out on 4 hits, weren't any errors, and 3 men stranded. 7 stranded here tonight by the Hawks as we move on to the top of 7, a 4-1 Edmonton lead.
Really good dreams, absolutely. Get some pink 7-Up, chug it out of the beer bath, live your dreams.
I would assume that Jamie Olson, the left-hander, who is continuing to loosen up in the bullpen of the lefties down the right field line, will probably come on to pitch the last of 7. Travis Helm will be the batter. Pretty good night going. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Here against Matt Ridsdale, and Ridsdale's delivery up high, 1 ball, no strike. Again on the infield tonight. Takayoshi behind the dish. Over Mars at third, Poole at first. Coral at short, Boughton at second. McGill, Ott, and Gardner left to right in the outfield. Beautiful, beautiful night. Don't like to overstate it, but early in the year, John, not many nights we don't get wind. This time of the year, quite often we don't. And it just makes it a nicer night.
You know, I've always found August to be, if you're taking holidays in the summer, this is the month to take them. Best weather we have.
And here comes the pitch. 83 miles an hour. The location not perfect. Up a little bit. Here to Travis Helm. 5'11", 190-pound right-handed batter. Middle infield is back and fanned apart. They're midway at first and third. The outfield is straightaway. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Count even at 2-2. 6 strikeouts on the night against 1 base on ball for Ridsdale. Works right off the first base side of the pitching slab. High and outside, runs the count full. Long stride home. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Travis Helm went chasing a pitch out of the strike zone. Strikeout number 7 here for Ridsdale. They got away with one.
He did, and the batter was totally guessing on that pitch. Thought something else was coming, was swinging before it even got there.
And Corey Jarrell, the center fielder. He's out of Brewster, Washington, a junior, out of Vanguard University. Big, tall kid, 6'2", 170-pounder. Pitch was 74 miles an hour, a changeup, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Jarrell.
Hell, we have an attendance figure of 4,369 in the park tonight.
One ball, 1 strike to the batter, Jarrell. Chance Dowdy, the left fielder. Also due up here in the inning. Here's the kick and the 1-1 pitch. Takayoshi got changed up on that one. He was looking for something down and away, and the pitch was up and in. Ball 2, strike 1.
The catchers don't like that. It's pretty hard on them.
Now that's how you break a thumb. As you can see, Takayoshi works from a real deep knee bend. In fact, he's got his left foot stuck out in the direction of third base. See a lot of that now. Not that it's something new. What you're trying to do is give the pitcher a low target. Ridsdale comes set, kicks and delivers. And a foul tip in the batter's box. Again, the attendance tonight, 4,369. That's a pretty good Tuesday night house. And here's the 2-2. There's a dribbler down to third base. Overmeyer's in to grab it. Sidearms to the target, and there's 2 away. Good pitch. Sawed him right off. And we'll go to Chance Dowdy. Edmonds Community College, a sophomore out of Lucy, Washington. And he's got 3 putouts tonight. 3 catches out in left field. Ridsdale's delivery bottom fell right out of that pitch. Hard sinking fastball, swing and a miss. Strike one to the batter, Dowdy, hitting out of the 8th spot in the order. Batting 184 in 17 ball games. His 52nd at bat as we speak. And he nails the pitch foul.
You know, Al, it seems like in the last 2 innings that Ridsdale's fastball's got a little more movement on it. His speed is the same, but it seems to be popping on those corners a little bit.
Dowdy batting out of the 8th spot in the order, and Ridsdale, to say the least, missed that one high and outside.
I'd say it was high and outside.
Had there been a runner on base, it would have been a wild pitch. With no runner on base, there is no wild pitch. Unless there's the 2 strikes and you swing and miss it and first base is not occupied. And the 1-2 delivery, down and in. Three in a row set down by the Edmonton left-hander. Here's the 2-2 delivery. This ball is turned right around. Well hit ball. John McGill is on the run back. Won't get to that one on the fly. He'll play the carom off the wall. That'll be a 2-out double by Chance Dowdy. And he smoked that one off the plywood in left field. 2-base hit.
He surely did. And solid double. Now, Ridsdale got that ball up a little bit, and he got turned on it really well.
Seen it many times. The right-hander, left-hander doesn't matter. They're not real hard throwers. And you make them get the ball up. You're not going to swing at stuff low. When the ball gets up, it straightens out. And there's a pitch that Takayoshi is not going to be able to catch. It's a hit batter. Brock Meyer gets hit by a pitch. So we'll have first and second base with 2 away. And we'll move to the top of the order, and Tito Nunez. He's got a good year going. He's batting .349 in 45 games, 169 at-bats, 19 runs, 59 hits, pair of homers, and 27 runs batted in with 10 stolen bases. And there's another hit batsman, as Nunez is going to get plunked right about the left knee. And that'll move everybody up. The bases are loaded. Back-to-back hit by pitches.
They're going to take some time, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the pitching coach comes out. They've got Reese Hammerling warming up in the Riverhawk bullpen right now. And Coach Danny coming out. I'm going to talk to him. And they're just giving Hammerling time to warm up. I think Ridsdale's pretty well done. We'll give him maybe a pitch or 2, and then he's going to be out.
Good thing is he did all this with 2 away. As you said, Reese Hammerling is heating up in the Edmonton pen. Plate umpire tonight is Graham Greider. Aman McCain is the umpire at first base, making his first Edmonton appearance out from Victoria, where he umpired earlier this year. And Matt Beaudry, the umpire, working at third. Sure your vehicle is road trip ready by visiting your neighborhood Jiffy Lube today. Get a $25 gift card with a fully synthetic oil change. Jiffy Lube, keeping you moving no matter where you're headed this summer. And Trent Jackson is the batter. Matched up with the left-handed hitter and pitcher. And he took a rip at it. He hit it off the head of the bat, foul down the left field line, and on towards the barbecue area. Strike one to the batter. He's got a line drive out, a strikeout, and a ground ball out tonight. Trent Jackson. And here's the strike one pitch, down and away, breaking ball. One run on 7 hits, 1 error tonight. For the Lefties, 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for the Hawks. Here comes the kick and the 1-1 delivery, down and away. Dropped his arm angle down a little bit too, and that ball is flattening out on him.
Yeah, and he's getting tired. He's throwing 21 pitches this inning, and 11 of those have been balls.
I'm sure this is the last we'll see of Matt Ridsdale here tonight. And the 2-1 pitch. Sinker ball, swing and a miss, 2-2. Bottom fell out of the pitch. Throw another one of those.
And that has been a good pitch for him tonight.
And here's the 2-2 delivery. Ball is hit in the air to center field. Room service fly ball. Brett Ott didn't have to move, and he makes the catch to set down the side. The lefties flirting with a run, but not a lot more here in the top of 7. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left aboard. We'll have pitching changes galore as we move to the bottom half of the 7th inning from right here at Remax Field. New pitcher in the ball game is Jamie Olson, big left-hander, 6'3", 220 pounds. He attends Waldorf College, a sophomore. He's out of a place called Menifee, California. And Olson will make his 6th appearance in relief, no starts. As he goes to work here in the last of the 7th inning against McGill, he fouls it back, strike 1. 22 innings of pitching. 2 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned runs, 12 walks, 3 strikeouts, ERA of 13.50, Jamie Olson. And here's the pitch to McGill. That's going to miss inside. Way inside.
You got that right. That
just about threw it behind him.
That just sailed right by Johnny McGill.
Good night for Big John, 2 for 3, including an opposite field double and a run scored. Here's the pitch to him. Took a cut at a fastball and he fouls it back. 1-2. Cade Stewart tonight worked a 6-inning distance. He gave him what he had. Has allowed 4 earned runs, scattered 10 hits. He only walked one batter and he struck out one, but he pretty much threw strikes all night.
And he threw 80 pitches, 52 of them for strikes.
Inside to McGill, 88 miles an hour on the pitch. Noah Boughton and Tom Poole. 3 left-handed batsmen up here in the last of 7.
3 left-handers who all have power.
And the fastball is under the chin. Again, a 6-inning distance, 4 earned runs, 10 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk for Cade Stewart. And here comes the full count pitch. Up too high, ball 4. McGill is aboard. And Noah Boughton is the batter. Threw that pitch 6 feet shy of home plate, 50 feet. Warren 10 feet 6 inches shy of the plate. They measure the distance of the pitch thrown from either the pop of the mitt, the crack of the bat, or if it hits the dirt in front of the plate. So it's Noah Boughton up there, double play depth in the middle infield. Myers up wide of third base, high and in, 1 ball, no strike here to Noah. 305 batter on the season. He's been pretty much an everyday player, 37 games. And going into tonight's game, 128 at bats. Helm out to the mound to try and settle this young left-hander down.
I'm surprised the umpire has not gone out. He was thinking about it. I didn't need to.
Noah tonight has ground out twice, flied out once. And the pitch is pulled into right field for a base hit. McGill was not on the move, so he'll stay at second base. It was not a hit and run play. Boughton hit it right on the screws, and first and second base with nobody out. Poole is the batter up. .705 tomorrow night, 7:05 on Thursday night, and then we'll have the Victoria Harbor Cats in on the weekend. Friday and Saturday night, the matinee contest and the season finale Sunday afternoon, 1:05 first pitch. And the pitch. Tom Poole gives it a ride into right field. That's a knock, won't be a run batted in. The red light given at third base to John McGill, loads the bases with nobody out.
Now, real smart coaching play by Jake Lanferman on that. He's thinking about sending him, but where that ball was, you get the bases loaded, nobody out. No use getting a guy caught at home plate.
And Evan Overmars will be the batter. Matt Acker, the field manager, on his way to the mound.
We're getting a pitching change right now, I think. The pitcher started on his way out and then walked back to the bullpen.
Inning started off with a walk to John McGill, followed up by singles to right field by Boughton and Poole. And we will have a pitching change. Back with that in just a minute.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand that. But anyway, we welcome them. Also, their mascot, Timber. Oh. Based from the Olympic marmots. He's a tree? No, he's a marmot. A marmot. But his name is Timber.
Sure.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot about Port Angeles Lefties.
This is why they have .75 washrooms.
Okay, and one last shot, just to remind the whole thing. Great waste management system there as well. So
Tell me about the reception.
way to go, Port Angeles. You went left, east, yeah, not left, east, left, east, yeah. Welcome to Barbie. I've never been over the drinks.
Third pitcher of the ball game, the second of the inning, is Kyle Becker, who's on the roster lined up in the outfield category. 6-footer, 170 pounds, University of Nevada, Reno, sophomore, San Diego, California ball player. Makes his third relief appearance on the year, has got no starts. And Becker goes to work with nobody out and the base is full. Hard sinker ball, swing and a miss, strike one. Becker with 3 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 7 runs, they're all earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. No record and an ERA at 17.18. And here's the 0-1 delivery. Just missed low. 3 batters faced by Jamie Olson. His totals have yet to be completed. 2 hits and 1 base on ball. Double play depth in the middle infield. Midway at first and third. Actually, the corner infielders are going to draw in on the grass on a potential squeeze bunt. Here to Evan Overmars, who's got a good night going. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored. And the 2-1, foul straight back.
Well, that last pitch was 89 miles an hour. The previous one was a 76 mile an hour breaking ball. The one before that was a 90 mile an hour fastball. If he can control that fastball, he's going to have some success.
Overmars awaits the pitch, and it's just going to miss low. A couple of finals to report in the major leagues tonight on our Zambelli's Prime Rib Steak and Pizza House in Leduc Autoton scoreboard, where the Pirates were winners over the Tigers, 4-1 score. Tigers at 47-60. And the pitch is a breaking ball down and away. There'll be no time at bat, and a run batted in for Overmars.
It's an RBI for Overmars.
And Will Gardner, the batter. Another final to report. The Phillies were winners over the Florida Marlins today, 3-1 as the Phillies have improved now to 59-49, 10 games up on 500. The Marlins at 57-51. Blue Jays were getting absolutely hammered tonight. 13-3 in the top of the 9th inning against the Birds from Baltimore. Ground ball right side, might be 2. Nunez on a waltz off the bag, a nice crow hop and a strike to the bag. That'll score the run. Boughton comes in to score. Poole moves to third. No run batted in. 4-6-3 on the double play. And Potternack is the batter.
Now, Jacob had a pretty good night.
And the pitch to Potternack is down and away. Here's the pitch and a line drive up the middle to score a run.
Another RBI for Jacob Potternack.
Tom Poole comes in to score. That'll bring the totals complete. On Jamie Olson, he'll cough up 3 earned runs, facing 3 batters, 2 hits, and a walk issued in the inning. Corolla's the 7th batter to the plate here in the inning. And Kelly takes a strike right down the middle. 0-1 to the shortstop. And the 0-1 delivery right down the pump, strike 2. Starter tonight was Cade Stewart, a 6-inning distance, 4 earned runs on 10 hits, a strikeout and a walk. He gave them all he had through the opening 6 frames tonight. First start of the year, normally a relief pitcher. Breaking ball down and away from that overhand delivery. Despite the fact he's 0 for 3, Coral has made good contact all 3 times up. Hit the ball hard, they just happen to get caught. Pitches a curveball, swing and a miss. Swinging a foul tip. And our attendance here tonight, 4,369. That is an outstanding Tuesday night house. And here's the 1-2, down and away. Coral with limited service this year. Early in the season, he suffered a hand injury and it kept him out of the lineup for right about a month. So he's appearing in his 25th game tonight. He is 89th at bat on the year. Potternack will not be held on. He'll be off and running with the pitch. There he goes. Here comes the pitch, and it's a called third strike to Coral. And the strikeout numero uno tonight for Kyle Becker gets it done. 3 runs come in to score, open this ball game up a little bit. Done on 3 hits, no errors. And 1 man left to board as we'll move along to the 8th inning. And it's a 7-1 lead for the Hawks. Final totals tonight for Matthew Ridsdale, an outstanding 7-inning distance. Coughed up 1 run, an earned run. He scattered 8 hits. He struck out 7. He walked a batter. And he hit 2 batters as Reese Hemmerling comes on to pitch. Right-hander. 6 feet, 155-pounder. Barton Community College. Comes from a beautiful little city just to the south and the east of Edmonton, maybe 20 minutes. It's called Beaumont. He'll make his 5th relief appearance on the year. Hemmerling strides home. 86-mile-an-hour sinker. Swing and a miss. Hemmerling, 3 innings of pitching. 2 hits, isn't allowed a run. Walked the batter, struck out 2, and a picture-perfect ERA. And that's what you like to see, 0.00. Reese Hemmerling here in the 8th inning. And the batter up is Isaiah Waltz. He was the first and the 5th strikeout of Matt Ridsdale on an 0 for 3 night.
Well, Matt Ridsdale landed with 85 pitches thrown, 53 for strikes.
Infield is back and fanned apart. The outfield is in and straight away. Pitches a 82-mile-an-hour overhand curveball. And it's on the outside block for a strike. Time called as the plate umpire, Graham Greider, makes his way out towards the mound. He's on his way to the mound at the insistence of the catcher, Takayoshi. So I'm not sure what that's all about.
I think there was a situation there with the signs, and he just wanted to make sure that they had him down right.
Mario Giordano and Owen Alsup will be the batters that do up here in the top half of the 8th inning. The pitch is getting wasted down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball game at the 1 hour and 51 minute mark here in the top of 8. And the pitch to the plate is a fastball. It's a strike and it's foul back. And the 2-strike delivery. 81 miles an hour. That's a sharp breaking curveball. He snapped that one off beautifully. Hammerling with the strikeout.
He sure did. He's turned into a very good closer for the Riverhawks. Again, he mixes up his fastball well with the breaking ball. And he can really snap that breaking ball off.
Giordano's throwing about as good a pull as anybody in the lefty lineup tonight. Got a pair of hits. A line single up the middle. And he lined a single out into right field. 1 out here in the top of 8. Giordano the batter. Front foot slightly open, big knee bend. There again he went to that surgical backdoor hook. 75 miles an hour on the spinner. And right on the edge.
And even with that, he changes speeds. He's very good with it.
Fouled away, go to 0-2.
Previous pitch was a 75 mile an hour breaking ball on the outside. This one he brought inside. Same speed, same breaking ball.
Hawks got home yesterday. A bus ride, I would think, from Wenatchee to the Kelowna airport and the fly home. Easy travel day. Pop up, left side, short left field, and Kelly Coral is back and camped under that. 2 away. And Alsup is the batter. It was a 3-game series sweep for the Hawks in Port Angeles. Then they went to Wenatchee and found the Apple Sox to be a little bit tougher opposition as they were swept 3 games straight. Wasn't at one of them. I don't go on the road, hardly any. But I can already tell you what it was pitching. Because that's what they got, and they got pitching. Nothing in 1 to Alsup. Here's the pitch. Fastball down the dish. Strike 2. And that fastball and curveball, he's mixed those up like a tossed salad. Done a nice job of it. And the pitch, curveball, he waved at it. Strikeout number 2 for Hemmerling. Nicely done out of the bullpen here in the 8th inning. 0's over. Bottom half of 8 coming your way in just a jiffy. Here in the last half of the 8th inning, Brett Ott will be the leadoff batter. Got a bunt single. He's got a double. Here he's going to get a ground ball to the right, and Alsep, the first baseman, onto the bag. It's the unassisted putout, 1 pitch and 1 away. Tommy Takayoshi is the batter to up. Very seldom does this guy get a horse collar, but he's got it tonight. A strikeout, a line drive out, a fly ball out, and he hit into an inning-ending force. He's been a fan favorite all season long, and he is really a very personable young guy. I always enjoy seeing Tommy. You never see anything but a smile on that young guy's face.
Always, and he always comes to say hello. Very personable young man.
Pitch down the middle for a strike, 0-2. Out of Tacoma, Washington, which is the hometown of a couple of really fine athletes. You remember the Penguin, great little third baseman of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ron Say was out of Tacoma. Takayoshi bounces the ball wide of first base. Alsep is with it. Feeds to his man at the bag. Play is going to go 3-1 as Becker tripped over the bag, but he had the presence of mind to hold on to the ball.
Held on to the ball, and he brought the hand back to touch the bag. That was a really good play by the pitcher.
The other athlete I can think of was an NFL star. Name was Bobby Moore. Now, maybe you don't know who Bobby Moore was, but he changed his name to Ahmad Rashad. He was a good one, Minnesota Viking, I do believe. And his wife was the co-star on the Cosby Comedy Show. And the reason I know that, they were at the ballpark one night in Tacoma, and that's where I met him. They had a little bit of a function after the game. And here's the kick and the 1-0 pitch. Foul to the backstop, go to 1-1.
Johnny McGill had a real good night at the plate.
Do it all again tomorrow night. Gates will open up at 6 o'clock. Opening pitch slated to go right about 7:05. Barbie night here tonight. Lots of people wearing pink. I guess it has to do with the movie that's up and coming. And the 2-1 delivery. I have a feeling I won't be attending that flick, but just because I'm not going to be there doesn't mean it's not a good movie.
Well, just think, Al, tomorrow night's Irish night.
Is it really?
That's what they say. That's good for you and me.
Yeah. As the pitch is fouled away. Where they come up with some of these ideas is absolutely beyond me.
You know, Steve Oldham must stay awake at night thinking these things up, but they sure do a good job with them. Get lots of people in the ballpark.
And we're ready to go. The pitch, hard ground ball to get out in front of an off-speed pitch to John McGill. That one, the whistle 11 off the head of the bat at 81 miles an hour, but out in front. John's had a good night. Pair of hits, 2 runs scored. And here's the 3-2. Ball hit up the middle. Is that going to hang up? No, it will. It'll fall in. Humpback single for John McGill. He gets his 3rd knock of the night. Little par 3 up the middle.
Yeah, just a nice little loop single. Dropped her in front of the center field.
No tonight. Corralled 1 hit. Did that in the 7th inning. Ground out twice. Flied out once. Plus 300 hitter in the order. This is the best the Edmonton order has looked all year with Ott, Takayoshi, McGill, Boughton, and Poole. Most of them left-handed hitters. And that's how that's supposed to work. The batter below you is supposed to make sure you get some good pitches to hit. You got to imagine that 1927 season when Babe Ruth hit 3rd, Gehrig hit 4th. How many bad pitches did Ruth have?
No.
Not many. And the pitch is in there for a strike.
Kyle Becker's got a sneaky fastball, 89, 90 mile an hour.
And the pitch fouled away.
Make sure you stick around after the game. It's always fans are invited to come onto the field, make the players run the bases, have some fun.
Ball and 2 strike here to Bowden. 2 gone in the inning. Pair of ground balls to the right side. And the pitch. Swing and a foul away. So Alsop in the inning will get a put out and an assist. Unassisted put out on Ott. And Takayoshi bounces out 3-1. And the 1-2 pitch, that might do it here in the inning. It's popped up wide of third base in foul territory. Coming over by the screen is Meyer. He gave it a game effort, but he ran into the netting and couldn't make the play.
He sure did. He just could not make the play. It got up on that screen and couldn't handle it.
Finals in the major leagues for Zambelli's Prime Steak and Pizza House, Prime Rib House in Leduc. Foul to the backstop. And the Rays were winners over the Yankees at Yankee Stadium 5-2. Tigers lost to the Pirates 4-1. The Phillies down the Marlins 3-1. Top of the 6th inning down in San Diego. It's a 1-0 lead for the Diamondbacks playing at that beautiful park in San Diego. There's a curveball, swing and a miss. And Noah Boughton is down on strike, strikeout number 2 for the relief pitcher, that being Kyle Becker. So here in the last of 8, no runs and a hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Top of 9 coming up in just a jiffy.
Travisell takes the first pitch inside, a breaking ball for ball 1, and the second pitch, fastball down the pipe for strike 1. 1-1 count.
Ermeling's pitch is hit in the air to straightaway center. Drifting back is Brad Ott. That ball is hit, about 380 feet up the middle, actually 340 feet. And that's an easy fly ball out. There's 1 away.
Brett Ott seemed to have a little bit of problems tracking that ball for a bit there, Al.
Well, the lights are on. It's certainly not dusk yet, but it's not light.
This can be a funny sky at this time of night. It's certainly not dark.
And Jarrell is the batter. Fouls the pitch to the backstop. He's got a 2-for-3 night going. The rest of our scores in the major leagues tonight. No score in the top of 4 down in Oakland between the Dodgers and the A's. The Mets in the top of 10 have taken a 6-4 lead on the Royals at Kauffman Stadium. And the pitch, another one of those backdoor curveballs. This one missed. The Padres in the top of the 8th, a 6-4 lead on the Rockies. And it's the Red Sox well in hand, bottom of 5 down in Seattle, a 5-1 lead on the M's. Now on the way pitch. Rangers, a 2-0 victory over the White Sox tonight. 20-9. Well, ouch. The Cubs down the Cincinnati Reds. Got to hurt. And the pitch. Line drive to the left side, and Overmars climbs the ladder and makes a beautiful play. He was playing about midway, and that one was 87 miles an hour off the barrel.
Boy, he leaped the ladder on that one. Got up there and got the ball in the webbing. Excellent play by Evan Overmars.
Mercifully, the ball game is over in Toronto. The Orioles have now won the first 2 games of this 4-game series. They down the Blue Jays will whip them by 10 runs, 13-3. Curveball, and that's going to miss. 1 ball, no strike. 3-2 the Twins. Wins over the Cardinals. On our out-of-town scoreboard tonight, the pitch is hit in the air, popped up, in foul territory. Poole coming over by the dugout, and he's there to make the catch and retire the side. And for the Hawks, a 3-game skid comes to an end here tonight. Zero's over. The final totals here in the top of 9 go nowhere. We'll be back with a post-game show tonight. I've requested that Evan Overmars come up and be our guest. And we'll have a whole lot more coming your way in just a minute. All right, we're back here at Remax Field, our post-game show tonight. We'll give you the final totals. A run on 8 hits, 1 error, 7 left the board. For the Lefties, 7 runs, 14 hit attack tonight, 1 error, and 9 left for the Hawks. Cade Stewart, the starter, his first start of the year against 4 relief appearances. To give him all he had, he went a 6-inning distance, coughed up 4 runs earned on 10 hits, struck out a batter, he walked 1. With a loss, he'll fall to 0-2. Matt Ridsdale was worth the price of admission tonight. The young lefty was just outstanding. He threw 85 pitches, 53 strikes. He'll improve to 2-0. A 7-inning distance, 1 earned run on 8 hits, 7 strikeouts, a walk, and 2 hit batters. And Reese Hemmerling came in and snapped off some beautiful curveballs tonight. And it's not a save, but he gets 2 innings to finish out the ball game. No hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And again, Ridsdale picks up the victory. Edmonton on the season is 16-33. Port Angeles falls to 12-37. The Hawks end a 3-game skid, and they have won the majority of the games against the Lefties on the season, 4 victories against no losses. John Short, your thoughts on the game?
I thought for a couple of innings that they looked like teams playing out the string, and that changed really quickly because the Edmonton Riverhawks brought their bats with them tonight. They got, 12 hits, 13 hits?
14.
And they hit the ball incredibly hard a lot of times. They also turned in 3 magical defensive plays. There's been a lot of comment on the one in the 9th inning by Evan Overmars. He made a similar stab of a line drive in the 1st inning. And then Kelly Coral, the shortstop, broke up what might have been the only real offensive series by the opposition when he went deep in the hole, made a great throw to end the 5th inning. Those things tell you right away that at least the Riverhawks are concentrating. They want to end the season on the highest note possible.
Well, what they were able to do tonight is they're really able to load the top 5 in the order with some hitters. A lot of them lefties. Odd is a lefty. Takayoshi a switch hitter. Then McGill, Boughton, and Poole. And those top 5 accounted for 6 runs in the ballgame. 6 out of 7.
It's true, and McGill got 3 hits. Brett Hott, the red hot Brett Ott, I love to say that. He got 3 hits. Jacob Potternack got a couple. And again, they hit the ball hard often for no real value in the score sheet. The only player who did not get a hit was Tommy Takayoshi, who happens to be...
No, Kelly Coral.
And Kelly Coral, of course. But Takayoshi, who happens to be the leading hitter by statistic on the team, and it took a great play, absolutely great play by the second baseman and the first baseman to rob Takayoshi of a hit in his last at-bat.
As it was, Coral batting out of the 9 spot, he turned 3 of them around real good. This got caught.
Hit the ball really hard, and he shows signs of real power. He's not a big guy, but he's been driving the opposition defenders back to the fence, and that's a long way in this park.
Potternack, who is a right-handed hitter, had a good night. He got 3 runs batted in on 3 singles, all of them up the middle and 3 stakes.
And hit sharply, not overwhelmingly, just sharply. Good contact, exactly what you a hitter to do with runners in scoring position.
Reese Hemmerling came in a non-save situation, and he went a 2-inning distance, 6 batters up, 6 batters down, a couple of strikeouts. And his backdoor curveball was absolutely surgical on those left-hand hitters, right on the black, right at the knee.
He's looked terrific ever since he arrived. I don't believe he's had any trouble at all in a relief appearance. It looks like if he needs to be used again by the end of the season, there's nothing in his workload to suggest it won't be possible for him. He's really worth entertaining.
Well, 5 games remain, and what is who's getting who has been a season that we just as soon forget. 16 wins and 33 losses. I kind of break things down. Really, the starting rotation has done a pretty nice job. The pen at times has struggled, and at times it hasn't. We seem to get a lot of hits, but we just aren't able to turn those hits into runs.
You know what I noticed about this team, Alan? I hope you agree. The improvement in consistency in all of the areas, the fundamental areas, is overwhelming. They get better contact, more contact. They're in better position defensively. They run the bases not carelessly, but quickly and very, very well. It's been a great experience to watch these kids learn the job as they go on. And they've been rewarded by, at this stage of the season, more than 80,000 paying customers.
I think they'll hit 100 easy.
I think they'll make 100 too. That's astonishing. Again, at college baseball, with the fact that the really legendary history of college university baseball in Edmonton had been gone for a while. It's back. The fans love it. You watch them. I was surprised to see the crowd tonight. It arrived a little bit late. Turns out to be more than 4,300 people.
For a Tuesday night house in the minor leagues.
That's a really good crowd, and every time you see it, you see smiles and pleasure, and again tonight we see dozens and hundreds of kids running around the field as if they have a right to be there, and the way this organization has set things up, they've made sure they do have a right to be there.
Yeah, look at them. I imagine if I was that age, and now I'm so old I don't remember history, I teach it, or teach it I don't remember, whatever. But that opportunity never was around for you or me, but for a little kid, that's a big thrill.
Well, I remember the major leagues, they used to do it, but you'd come to Detroit, Toronto, you'd come to the gate, and they'd give you a little pass, and you were allowed to run once around the bases and then give the pass back. You couldn't go around.
No charge, though, I take it.
No charge for it, but you couldn't stay out there. And these young kids, I mean, they're having a wonderful time. They're all baseball players and athletes and good, high-spirited young people. It's almost an honor to watch them do this.
Again, 43-69, an excellent Tuesday night house. And a quickie tonight, 2 hours, 10 minutes, and good pitching get you there.
And both players on both teams, they went for the quick strike. They didn't waste any time taking pitches. It was a well-played game, one error on each team, and numerous really good defensive plays.
You know, Edmonton is arguably the biggest population center in the league. I suppose the argument could be made for Portland, Oregon, with all the towns that they have in their area. But Edmonton is a big, big town. It's an NHL-sized city. And we've got a minor league baseball system that is producing really good players each and every year. We had a whole dearth of Edmonton and Alberta players this season. Some of them had great years. Some struggled a wee bit. But if you can get those local guys and they can play, I mean, it's just to your advantage.
Well, that point you've made before, Alan, needs to be made often, that this league is designed for college kids. It doesn't mean it's designed for American college kids. It's designed for college kids. As young Albertans get a chance to progress, improve their skills, there will be a place for them to play in the Western College League.
And a good chunk of the Edmonton and Alberta players play in U.S. college ball to begin with.
It's been fun. I keep coming back to it because it is so much fun to come here and listen to them cheer through the game to no purpose, for no purpose, nothing other than just saying, hey, we're having a good time.
All right, let's bring on Evan Overmars, who is our guest tonight. Started a real nice around the horn double play, and how's the palm of your hand? That one left the bat at about 92 miles an hour, and you were up wide of the bag. That got you to a great big hurry.
Nothing I've never handled before, coming from NAIA, those big dudes that, definitely should be graduated from college. You're swinging big metal bats, and they come in a little bit harder than that. So, nothing I can't handle, but, had a lot of fun out there tonight.
I've often wondered that with aluminum bat, where you have a situation where in professional ball you play the infield up. Did they do it in NCAA with those aluminum sticks?
So I play in the NAIA for Lewis Clark State College, so it's a little bit different with the positioning because you can't necessarily come all the way inside the bag at third base like that because you probably will get lit up, but you can kind of cheat it with the wood bats and, a little bit softer contact in this league, so it makes those plays a little bit easier to handle.
Now, Lewis and Clark, I've heard of that college forever, and it's always been a good baseball school.
Oh, yeah, Lewis Clark State down in Lewiston, Idaho. We host the NAIA World Series every year, and, it's a heck of a time, man.
You arrived late. What kept you? How come you weren't here on day one?
So I actually broke my hand at Lewis Clark State College this year, and I medically redshirted. Check swing on like a fastball up and in, broke my pinky bone, kind of like it was a boxer's fractured. So I was casted with my pinky and ring finger for 5 to 6 weeks. Not fun, but was working out in Lewiston and got the call to come up here, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, between you and Coral, you plug up that left side real good. He can get into the hole like anybody.
Oh, yeah. Kelly's actually from, the Seattle area. Grew up around Tacoma, Seattle. That's where I'm from. So I've heard his name a lot. He went to UW out of high school and good buddies with my good buddy Tommy. So friends of friends, and we have a lot of fun.
And how much time you got left at the university level, the college level, before you have to make some other decisions about a potential career?
So because I medically redshirted this year, I'll actually be going back into my sophomore year at LC State.
Now, Lewiston, Idaho, I've been there a time or two. It's a little ways away from Edmonton, not all that long, but what's your experience like up here with these huge crowds?
I actually really like these crowds. I mean, so last summer I did the same thing where I played the back half of the league with Bellingham, and I was fortunate enough to come to Edmonton, and looking around the stands, I was like, man, I want to play here one day. And so I was really fortunate to be able to come up here this summer, and I love the town, love the fans, love the city. It's a lot of fun, and we get after it.
Well, just to put it on the record, watching you tonight with the glove and several times with the bat, it's a pleasure to have you here. I say that really with all the sincerity an old guy can mention. You've been terrific.
Well, I thank you for that.
I'll tell you what, too. Jake was able to stack his lineup tonight 1 to 5 with the switch hitter, lots of left-handed bats, and they produced for him tonight.
Oh yeah, it was a great lineup tonight. I mean, the whole team was just really swinging it. I was fortunate enough to get a single after, Poole walked in was it second inning or first inning there?
Yep.
Got everything rolling, and then we just seemed to roll from there. It was a great night.
Baseball is a game of repetition. I was about 30 years in professional baseball, starting in spring training, where you hit those ground balls day in, day out. It comes to the point where after a while you don't have to think about it. It's just there.
100%. That's how I feel about the infield nowadays. I mean, at Lewis Clark State, we do an hour infield every single day before we even start real practice. Just the infielders are out there for a whole hour taking ground balls off the machine, bucket after bucket after bucket, and, those plays just come second to nature now.
Do you get a lot of contact with local fans, particularly the young people? I look out here after a game and I see hundreds of kids running around the bases, and I hope that they've had some opportunity to talk with you and other players on the team.
Oh yeah, I love the fans. I love the kids. I mean, you can see out there right now, there's 10, 15 kids lined up outside the dugout, and you can see the lines all the way out past third base to even let the kids run by. I mean, I just love this town, love the element. Lewis Clark State's kind of similar where, definitely a lot more small town vibe, but the fans are diehard fans, kind of what you get out here, and I really like that.
Well, again, you got a couple of knocks tonight. You started an around the horn double play and stole a double down the line from that batter in the late innings of the game. So you had a good night.
Thank you very much. I think I had a great night as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you've got a master's degree headed your way in baseball. What else are you studying at university?
So I got my AA at Pierce College in Lakewood, Washington, and now I'm pursuing my general business degree at Lewis Clark State.
Evan, thank you very much for joining us. Just a treat to watch you tonight.
Thank you, guys. It's awesome.
All righty. Evan Overmars, outstanding young third baseman of the Edmonton Riverhawks, a big part of that victory here tonight. Again, we'll give you the totals, 7-14, 1-9 for Edmonton, 1-8, 1-7 for the Lefties tonight from Port Angeles. Edmonton is taking the lead in the seasonal series, 4-0. Edmonton at 16-33, and the Lefties fall to 12-37. I don't think we've had one young guy up here this season that hasn't been a pleasure to talk to.
It's been absolutely perfect. They all come up, they're all intelligent, they're all really enjoying it here, and they're all playing well, and they're all maturing at a sport that they love.
As I can tell you years and years, and I made so many great friends in AAA ball, I can't watch a big league telecast without seeing some of it, I know. But I can tell you in some of them struggling clubs come August, you got there as late as you could and you left as early as you could. It was not a fun place.
Not any doubt about it. At every level of baseball, it's the same. But here, because these young players have improved so obviously, just to watch them, they will leave here with positive memories of a whole bunch of things that don't have to do with a win-loss record.
You bet. Okay, John, thank you very much. Good job again as always. And that will about wrap it up here tonight. A good night at the ballpark, just under 4,400 on Barbie night. Tomorrow night is Irish night, and I and John here happen to be of Irish descent, so we'll see that all brings to you. But we'll have the play-by-play account for you right after the exchange of the lineup cards, right about 7:05 Mountain Time. That's our story tonight from Remax Field in Edmonton. Thank you very much, and have a good Tuesday night.